Welcome back to Hail the Trail. Today we're at Woodland Motocross Park. This is race number 3, Moto 1 for the Warrior class. The bike to my far left is actually my daughter, Carly. This is her first race on her CRF 230. She's racing in the beginner's women's class, which is majority of these riders in this race. I am racing against one other person in my class. His name's Randy, and Randy's former Coast Guard. He's running a black 472 Honda. Alright, it's about to drop, son! Good God almighty, Carly got herself a good jump off that gate. Good job, kiddo. Fantastic reaction time. A bunch of these ladies had a really nice start. Looks like number 817, Brienne Davis, got the whole shot. Followed by number 12, Avery Ness. Looks like number 67, BT Price, already making some moves. Rocking his Rev 1 Yamaha. Go ahead and take this inside line, try to make my way around number 31, Maddie Murdoch. And number 817, Brienne Davis. Not quite sure why BT Price had to get some mud on the lens, but I guess he had to do that to get that first place spot. Let's see if I can utilize my newer machine to make a pass on Price. Looking pretty fly in that gear, matching that bike. Oh yeah, get a little bit of air there. Heck yeah. Track conditions are still really slippery. The rain definitely added some moisture to the track since the last race. That makes things a little bit more interesting. For the Warrior class, I decided to ride my 06 CRF 250F. I have approximately 0 hours on this bike, and it's showing. I just got the suspension back from my buddy Craig Bowman. He said somebody's probably been in it once because it didn't have stock seals on it, and the oil was definitely needing change. For some reason, I'm not getting quite the sag that I need, so I gotta go ahead and double check my bearings. Make sure they're not seizing up on me like my CR 250 one was. I've owned this bike for quite some time now, over 10 years, and I've never really even ridden it. I got it on a trade for my son, and it never really ran right because the valves need to be redone. I had my homie Grizz take a look at it, and he got her all squared away. Then all I had to do was readjust the carburetor, and BAM! She's ready to rip. So this is sort of like my practice on this bike. Has a fresh MX-33 tire on it, which seems to be hooking up pretty good for this slop. Not quite as good as that MX-14 I had on the CR though. One of these days I'll be able to take it to the track with some nice dry conditions and maybe clear some of these jumps on it. This is the same bike that I had my dad ride a couple months back. When he rode it, I had a lowering link on it. I've since purchased a stock dog bone and got her back up to stock settings. The lower link sitting on the shelf, just waiting for my dad to say, hey, let's go racing. Pretty easy to throw that lowering link on there and his numbers, and he'll be ready to go. Unfortunately, after this race was over, I found that I had a broken spoke on the front rim. With that being said, I'll definitely need to get that fixed before I put my pops back on this bike. Looks like I'm going to have to head over to Factory Power Sports in Longview, Washington, talk to my homies, get some parts on order. So the fast guys would roll this first jump here and then double this guy. Pretty sure I could do it, but I definitely not going to try it in this slop. Here's a little side-by-side comparison between my CRF and my CR. You can pretty much pause it throughout this whole video of the side-by-side comparison and see that I have 1 or 2 miles per hour greater on the CR. And that basically because I've had a lot more seat time on that CR. I'll go ahead and stop the CR footage once I pass the finish line, and you'll see there's about 2-second delay until I come across the line with the CRF. Hopefully with a little bit more seat time on the CRF I can get it up to at least the speed I'm running on my CR, if not faster. In January I actually have both days off, Saturday and Sunday, so I'm going to race the vintage race, and then I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't try the winter series. It appears that there's quite a bit more warriors racing in that winter series, so I think it'd just be a heck of a good time riding against more people. It'll definitely be a little bit more competitive, and that always makes things fun. So this '06 CRF 250 is super rad. My only complaint I have on it is it doesn't have a push button start. So if anybody has a start cheat code after dumping it, go ahead and throw that down in the comment section for me. I'd really appreciate it. Hey, check this out. We caught back up to Carly. Good job, kiddo. This trek was not very easy to get around with all the slop on it. She had no tip overs for the day, so I'm pretty stoked to hear that. I'm hoping next month she'll be able to get the day off work and head out there and have a good time with me racing. Any luck in January, we'll get a little break on the weather, but I'm not holding my breath. I'll be here regardless. Rain, shine, snow. Actually, snow would be pretty nice because the track conditions would be a little bit closer to what I'm used to, coming from Colorado and all. While you're here, go ahead and check out the playlist of this year's racing. Hit that subscribe button. Well, I appreciate you all watching. And remember, pre-ride, re-ride, free ride. Until next time, get out, ride your bike. Brap!